What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today we're going to be checking out some Battlefield 2042 gameplay, and as you can obviously see here, we're going to be rocking the Nightbird in this one. And if you guys do want to check out any of these clips live and in action, we do go ahead and live stream every single day over on the Twitch channel, starting at around 10 a.m. Eastern Time to 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we usually run that stream up for about 6 hours until 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, we have a live stream up and running every single day besides Sunday, so Monday through Saturday. The link to that stuff is down in the description, along with my Twitter account and my Discord account as well. But ladies and gentlemen, if you go ahead and watch my content, more than likely you are one of the individuals who think that EA completely ripped them off with Battlefield 2042, and you are also one of the individuals who think that EA is just completely lying to us every step of the way when it comes to this game. I mean, for example, this map that you see right here, Orbital. In my personal opinion, this was probably one of the best maps in the whole game. Still is one of the best maps in the whole game. But the funny thing about this is that during the beta, I think the community, over half of the community, I would say a good like 67, maybe even 80% of the community absolutely despised this map. Hated this map during the beta. I don't really know why, because I thought it was a good mix of infantry and vehicle gameplay. And I just thought, just the looks of it are just gorgeous. But again, I understand the massive majority of the community hated it. It's whatever. But EA knew about this. They understood this. And the people who they hired, obviously, content creators, influencers, who were persuaded by money to go ahead and basically work for EA to check out the game early, I remember very specifically each and every one of those influencers telling the community that Orbital was one of the worst maps out of the whole bunch, and that each and every map in this game is 10 million times better than what Orbital has to offer. And then the game releases, and it's the complete opposite. Every map in this game is absolute dog crap, and Orbital is one of the many few. I would say maybe Manifest. I would say Renewal is a good one. I like Renewal, but Manifest maybe is decent from time to time, depending on the game that you play it on. But the vast majority of the maps are absolute garbage. Each and every one of those influencers, I don't want to say influencers, because a lot of people out there who make YouTube videos or live stream over on Twitch are influencers who aren't paid and give their legitimate opinions like we do over here. But a lot of the paid influencers, people who obviously had their opinions persuaded by money, they went ahead and completely lied to us, saying the rest of the game was better, and it was for a reason: to make more money and to make more sales. And damn well EA were the ones behind this, because again, Orbital is the only good map in the whole game, just strictly off of events that go on during the game, the rocket launch, how the tornado affects the environment in this specific map here with the trees, and certain other things that are going on in this game. Orbital is the only map that feels like it's a complete picture. But again, since they got so much bad feedback about it, they 110% paid all of those people to say, yeah, the game gets better. It gets better, when it truly does not. It goes completely downhill from Orbital to the rest of the maps in the rotation. I mean, the rocket launch is by far the coolest thing in the whole game, when the whole rocket, explodes. And we only see that compared to anything else in the game. No ships are crashing, no, insane explosions going on in this game. This is literally the highlight of the whole game here. And trust me, it doesn't even stop there. EA is so extremely scummy. They're borderline Activision status as well, in my personal opinion. But just look at this tweet as well. Someone over on Reddit went back and, they're looking through a bunch of old tweets about Battlefield 2042, and they found this. Battlefield 6, which was, obviously the name of this game before we actually learned the real name, Battlefield 2042, will have new modes that give players more opportunities to have only in Battlefield moments. Says EA studio boss Laura Miele. I'm going to just, kind of guess that's what her last name is all about. But that's the same person that went ahead and said that, Halo Infinite was a problem for the whole Battlefield franchise. So this is legitimate information. They're going ahead and bragging and boasting that this game is going to have, many, many new game modes that are going to, help innovate on the Battlefield formula. And here we are with Portal being completely dead, only populated by bot lobbies and zombie survival lobbies and stuff like that. Hazard Zone, once again, completely dead, nothing going on in there. You could sit there for a good 20 plus minutes and the lobby will never fill up, kind of depressing. And then we're left with All Out Warfare, which the only two game modes in there are Conquest and Breakthrough, which are not new game modes. We've seen these game modes in the past multiple times. And on top of that, Conquest is completely busted. They completely butchered one of the best game modes ever in the whole Battlefield franchise, so we can't even rely on Conquest. So one of the main modes to have fun in this game is Breakthrough. So all of these new game modes you guys are bragging about, and the only thing people want to play is Breakthrough. And they go ahead and they tease things. They add in Rush. They, remove Rush. They add it back in. They remove it. They add in TDM. They remove it. They add it back in. They keep bringing in the game modes that would give variety to the game. And then they just strip them away again. This game lacks every last bit of variety when it comes to playlist options, and once again, another lie by EA, trying to pull in money from the viewers. And I'm sure you guys already remember this one, because I mentioned it multiple times in the past on this channel. But I remember when EA was telling us that this game is way ahead of schedule. Yeah, let me tell you how ahead of schedule this game was supposed to be, when it was supposed to be packed with so many different weather features, and they were bragging and boasting and showcasing these new destruction elements they were going to introduce in the Battlefield. And none of the stuff is in the game. Clearly, it's not ahead of schedule, but they told us that to go ahead and get our money. And even after finessing us so many different times before the game launched, after launch now, they still continuously lie about it. They still won't fess up that they are the main reason why this game is absolute garbage. It was hard enough to even get them to fess up that the game is garbage to begin with. They still won't even openly say it. They'll say that it's not successful or that it has problems, but they just won't straight up say it's garbage and apologize to their community. And on top of that, the statement that they made about the Halo franchise, Halo Infinite, coming out and being a massive problem for Battlefield 2042. They're now coming out and saying that that's not what they meant to say. Over on Twitter, PC Gamer put out a tweet saying, EA denies reports that it blames Halo Infinite for Battlefield 2042's reception, saying that a recent meeting was an in-depth and very humble eternal conversation. This statement makes absolutely no sense, especially when people have you recorded saying the complete opposite here. The day-to-day player retention looked strong through the weekend, but then things started to turn. The following Monday, Halo did a surprise release of their multiplayer mode. It was a small segment of the game, but was very polished and was not a favorable comparison to our experience given some of the bugs and polish issues we had. Again, I completely understand that this wasn't the main issue the game flopped. I understand it's a very small segment of multiple things that, caused Battlefield 2042 to fail. But at the end of the day, you still made a point that Halo Infinite was to blame for a partial decrease in numbers and also Steam reviews. If you guys put in as much effort into fixing your game and listening to your community as you guys do to trying to lie and cover up the disaster known as Battlefield 2042, the game might possibly be successful. It might actually be good. But instead of just fessing up and accepting the consequences, they continuously try to push back and hide the things that they're saying. I've seen multiple people on Twitter say that maybe it's better if they just go silent, because obviously, a lot of people, including myself, are going to see these things and, talk about it. I think this is talk worthy. I think a lot of you guys are interested in knowing what EA and DICE have to say. So yeah, I would agree that the best possible thing for them right now is to just shut the hell up, because the more they talk, they can't get anything out right. And I don't think they understand that no matter what they say or how much they say, they'll never stop sounding ridiculous until they just admit that they messed up, because that's the only thing they can say. Any defense they try to put up against us for this game is going to be instantly shot down by the whole community, because we played this game, we bought this game, and we feel the pain of an absolute garbage product. We know the truth about this title. We've seen the leaks. We've seen reviews from actual developers who worked on Battlefield 2042 in the work environment involving the management, and we've seen ex-developers try out this game as well and say the same exact things that we're saying. Even a petition that we have all been working towards to get refunds for this game has hit, I believe, 200,000 signatures. 200,000 people. That is a very significant number. And even though it's not the most insane amount of people, and who knows if it's enough to get us a refund, at the end of the day, at least in my personal opinion, that is a statement. A statement from the community that we are tired of this absolute crap we have been dealing with for years now. Truly, this isn't just beginning with Battlefield 2042. I mean, Battlefield 5 had the same consequences. Even Battlefield 1 had a few issues in the beginning of the game as well. DICE is pretty picky time to time, but usually near the end of the cycle, they start loosening up and listening to the community, because clearly every single game starts dying in numbers, and they need to listen to the community to get a revival, hence why Battlefield 5, in my personal opinion, is popping off now, because the community was able to get to a point where it's actually partially playable. But the point here is that you have to stop trying to beat around the problem. You have to just accept your fate and just stop. Stop with the excuses and just simply fix your game. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. Bonus, I hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, if you want to chat me, there's 2 ways to do so. I have a Twitter and Discord, both those links down in the description. And also, if you want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch, link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you all next one. Peace out.